Let's take a look at the Entity Properties panel. By default, you'll see the Entity Properties panel over on the left-hand side of the drawing. If at some point you've closed it, then you want to make sure that your grips are on. You can pick on any entity in the drawing, right-click, and go to Properties. There it appears in its default dockable form on the left-hand side, and it's showing you the properties of the entity that you selected before you open the Properties dialog. So this Properties dialog allows you to review and change a variety of elements, for example, the coordinates of the entity you're looking at, the layer, the color, the line type scale, and it'll sort of dynamically change things in the drawing, and it'll update itself. There are other ways of accessing this dialog. If you don't have something selected, which is what it looks like when I hit escape, then there's a button here that allows you to select entities. So I can go in and I can pick that same line. I hit enter when I'm finished selecting, and there's the properties of that element. Or I'll hit escape again. I can select multiple items. So I can pick on select entities, and let's just window in a whole group of entities that we, for example, might want to change a layer on. As soon as I hit enter, now I can see that it's showing me all 176 elements that I've already selected. And if I pick on the pull down, I can tell it to filter by, for example, let's just look at those 3 block references. And again, you can use it for the same purpose. You can edit the relevant properties of that entity right here in the dialog. Now, the appearance of the Properties panel can be modified. If we right-click on the toolbar at the top, we can see what our choices are. I can tell it currently it's set as dockable. If I close it, then it'll go back to the way it was before, and I'll just have to open it up again. Go back to here. Fix to left, when I turn that on, that causes it to collapse so that it's not in my way until I just mouse over it, and then it'll pop back up again. Fix to right, we'll just move it over the other side, and transparency allows me to see it on the side here and to be able to see through the panel so that I can see what's underneath it. And one other option is up until now I've had auto hide checked on. If I just turn that off, then it'll always stay open instead of popping in and out. And if you don't want to look at it, just pick close here as well. All right, thanks for your interest in the Properties panel.